Well, I'm in Algonquin Provincial Park. It's the beginning of October. It's chilly, a little gray. Hoping we get a little sun today. Expecting rain tomorrow. But I'm going to be paddling up the Oxtongue River and camping on the Oxtongue River at the Upper Twin Falls. I've been there many times before. It's a really cool spot. Now on this trip, I'm joined with a friend of mine, Mel, who has done backcountry camping before.
Probably a handful of times. But this will be the first canoe trip. It's beautiful up here. It's beautiful. Looking forward to paddling up the river and checking out the sights.
The water is really high. Normally there's a lot more room down where we're putting in. Right now there's only like a narrow little gap for us to. We are in the canoe. We are loaded up and we're gonna start paddling down the river. Go to the right. We might hit it a little bit. Very good. Yay. Wow, it's not even really rapids. Yeah, I don't know how we're getting past this. We might be able to paddle up, but it's going to be hard paddling. It's going to be like really pulling hard up this side. But we might be able to do it because, Oh, look ahead. There's that tree blocking our path. Good, we made it. We are here. That was faster than I thought. The water's flowing really fast. Coming in here was kind of tricky because got the nose in, but the river's flowing so fast it's like swooping the rest of the canoe around. But here we are. We're gonna unload and then set up camp. The water is really high. There's spots where I could walk out on the rocks last time I was here, and now it's completely underwater. I think it's the highest I've ever seen this river. Even in May, I came up and it was high. It was nowhere near this high.
Are there fish? Have you seen?
Camp is set up. Just having some snacks or lunch, whatever you want to call it. And we gathered some wood, chopped up some wood, so we should be good for having a nice campfire to keep us warm tonight. It is cool. We had the sun come out for like seconds at a time, but now we're under cloud. And it's pretty cool. Tomorrow will probably be even cooler and wetter. But it's still good to be out here. Well, it's mid-afternoon. We decided to go for a little paddle down to the next portage. There's some really cool rapids down there. Wow, here we are at Split Rock Rapids. This is the highest I've ever seen the water on this river, and it is flowing incredibly fast over there. It's gonna be interesting getting back in because the water is sucking that way really fast. So we'll have to get in and paddle hard to get away from them. Really cool though. We're just gonna hike up the Portage Trail by Split Rock Rapids here to take a look. It is getting quite cold. I think tonight's going to be very cold. So it's about 5:30. We decided to light the fire just so we have a little bit of warmth. Probably have dinner soon, and I'm guessing it's probably going to be a fairly early night.
Today has been amazing. The views are just so pretty. The leaves, there's not that many leaves left actually, but the paddling was awesome. We went up and down the river, explored. There's way more water than there usually is apparently, so yeah, it's been an adventure.
Well, it's morning. My goodness, the sun is actually out right now. It's probably only going to be out for about an hour, so then we're back to cloud and then rain this afternoon. It was quite chilly last night. I think it went down to about 2 degrees. That's fine though. It's supposed to be a little colder tonight. Yeah, but up right now. Got some sun, that's nice. Enjoy it while it lasts. The sun has disappeared behind the clouds. It's kind of chilly, but we think we're gonna paddle back up to the Western Uplands backpacking trail and go for a hike along there. It's gonna be interesting getting past the rapids because they're way too deep right now to get out and pull the canoe through. We'll figure that out. We actually made it up the rapids. There's apparently an unofficial portage around it. We couldn't find it. But the water's deep enough that we were actually able to paddle, with some effort up the rapids, so that was good. And now we're just gonna head to the put-in and we're gonna do some of the Western Uplands backpacking trail. It's raining.
Left or right?
We are going left.
Is that where it leads back then?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
So the Western Uplands backpacking trail is the first place I ever came to do backcountry camping. Like, oh God, so long ago. Okay, so this is the very first hill you encounter on the Western Uplands trail. So this is, I don't know what the real name of this creek is. If you've watched my channel, you've probably heard me tell the story before. First time I ever went backcountry camping was on this trail, and I was sick. I had fever, probably flu, something like that. And I felt fine in the morning, but it was at this point, right at this creek, that the fever just came back and hit me really hard. So I've named this Fever Creek. Forever, this is Fever Creek to me. It also has, well, in the sun, kind of reddish clay banks. So yeah, this is Fever Creek. Now we come across another creek. So we gotta cross on logs, and then we go up the hill. After that creek, there's a hill, pretty long hill, tiring. And at the top of it is what I've named Resting Rock. I've rested here many times in the past. We're at a spot where there's a little bridge built over the creek here out of this marshy pond, I guess you'd call it. And once we get up over the hill, we're gonna be at this really cool waterfall. And I think we might turn around there. We were thinking of going into Maple Leaf Lake, but it's pouring harder now, so we may turn around there, but still been a great hike despite the rain. Oh, this is slippery. Ooh, coming up on the waterfall. Okay, so we went in as far as the waterfall and we're starting to head back out. It feels like the rain's getting stronger. But yeah, then we'll paddle back in the rain to the campsite. And then probably just be sitting under the tarp for the rest of the day. We are back. It's been raining a whole time. Pretty much from when we started hiking the trail, it started raining and rained all the way and all the way back in the canoe. And yeah, we are quite wet. So I'm sure I've been wetter, but this just feels, it's cold as well. So you can't really get dry. So for the next hour or so, we're going to be in our tents, just in our sleeping bags, trying to get warmed up and hopefully a little bit drier. And then, yeah, we'll see what happens. If it keeps raining, we may not be able to have a fire. Yeah, well, we'll just see what happens. But for now, just getting cozy in my sleeping bag. Gotta get nice and warm. After a full day of rain and a rainy night, it's cleared up a little bit. We got some sun. We're not yet dry, but we are packed up and we're ready to go.
It was an amazing experience. First time on a canoe trip for me. It did rain last night, but it was still good.
It's always a good trip. Even if it rains, it kind of sucks in the moment, but it was still really good. So we are just packed up. We are about to head out. Thank you so much for watching our videos. Please like and subscribe. We'd love to have you on the channel.